What's going on, people? It's your boy, Filth of the Earth, of Masses TV, and we're back with some more J-Ball, England, slop. Yeah? But listen, I ain't gonna hold you, man. I'm the real England manager right now. I'm the one who told these cornballs. No one else was saying nothing, man. I said days ago, in fact, before Argentina, before they stunk the joint out with Argentina, I said it's time to 5-3 max. Yeah? Go out there and get it how you live it, man. Stop pissing around. Oh, you should do this, you should do that. No, go in there and score goals, man. Why else you got 5 of the best strikers in the world, right? And 2-2s. And I ain't trying to... I don't know what they was doing before. I think they choked. I think that's what it is. There was no pressure in the third match with France. No pressure. And they let the shots fly. That's what happened. In the Argentina game, they all just shriveled up, man. You can blame the manager to some extent, but these are cats as grown men. They've been doing this for 20 years. Yeah? Was the game perfect? I've got the breakdown in a second, but I want to focus on... I have to salute all of them here. Yeah? Don't get me wrong. We are going to have a go on Thomas Tuchel later in the week, and we are going to have a go on Harry Kane. That was one of the best things he did, not put him in there, man. The choker in chief. I don't know. I didn't even know he was playing, man, in the Argentina game. He was on the floor somewhere, yeah, trying to griff Max with a free kick. I don't even know where he was at. We didn't miss him. That's what we know last night. We scored 6 goals and didn't miss him once. Who here was asking for Kane? I wasn't. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah? Don't need him going on there with his 60-year-old legs, making everybody look tired. He's supposed to be the hype man. Yeah? He's playing in Germany, I believe. And apparently the game in Germany's slow, right? He just standing there and someone passing their ball. It don't work like that in proper top competition, man. It don't work like that. Yeah, free kick Max in, and someone else said on TalkSport, they said, yeah, Harry Kane was hoping to get a penalty. That's what he's trading off. I did notice that. I said it. I don't really watch football, yeah, but I've picked up on that myself. I critiqued him not knowing the wider context. I critiqued him in the Argentina game. I said, what's he on the floor all the time? And now someone else has said it, that he was looking for a sneaky penalty, man. That makes sense. He ain't got no legs under him. He ain't got no pace. And in this game... right, when you're playing, let's be real here, man. Yeah, let's be real here. This is like the African leagues. I mean, that's not, I'm not some, they're all black. That's not my thing is, yeah, you're going to need pace, man. Yeah? These cats have been running 200 miles to get some water and shit, man. Chasing, whatever's around. Lions and shit, man. You're going to have legs. You can't have 60-year-old legs, man, all tired looking. Kane's the guy. If you're going to bring him on, which I'm not convinced of, Kane's the type of guy you bring on the last 20 minutes. He's got about 20 minutes of legs in him. Seriously. He's a good substitution to make at this level. You bring him on in the last 20. You damn sure don't keep him on for more than one half. That's for sure. He's a one-half player. I'm not even joking now. Seriously. He's a 45-minute player at best. Yeah? And when he's jumping on the floor... trying to free kick Max, it sets the wrong tone. I want to win a game because we're topping the legs off someone. We're riding the legs off them. Not win a game because, we've managed to beg the referee for favours. Go in there and impose yourself. And to be fair to England and Tuchel, yeah, there's people complaining, I'm not happy with that. And yeah, we all would have preferred to have seen it when it mattered in the semi-final. But it's a long time, 4 years, isn't it? To be fair, 4 years is a long time, I'm not going to lie. But... Thomas Tuchel did show something here, I felt. Because when they was 4-0 up, he could have easily said, let's all sit behind the ball now. And it wasn't perfect the second half. My butt was twitching. Even I lost $20, actually. I put $20 on France. I did. That just goes to show, man, the power of the YB, man. He ain't playing. He'll all their plays up. France was the favourites to win this tournament, I'm sure, before it started. Yeah? After the first half... It's honestly, I started thinking it was scripted. England go 4-0 up. The second half starts, and I think, oh no, I've got deja vu. Do you remember last time? They scored a goal against Argentina, and they never had the ball again. And it was a bit like that. It wasn't as bad. They did have chances in the second half, but it was like, I think it went 4-3, didn't it? Or something. I was like, no. It was like, no, this is going on, man. How are they getting off on you like that? Yeah? So I think England itself, the pace they had in the second half, it's been quite noticeable. I haven't watched all the games, I can't lie. But the Argentina game, they was finished in the second half. This game, they wasn't finished, but their legs was gone, man. Their legs was gone. There wasn't a bunch of dudes with fresh legs, pause, in that second half. I think the Norway game might have been similar. They score. I'm just making things up now. I don't know. But come on, man. They're tired, man. I can't even blame Harry on this one. He on the bench where he need to be. Did you see Harry? Cheerleader maxing. I want Harry on the bench, man. Yeah? He's a good cheerleader, clapping and smiling and I don't want him on the pitch, seriously. He should be a 20 minutes type dude, man. The last 20. That's what they should bring him on to. Now, we know England, I think it's fair to say they have concentration issues. I think they got 4 up. To be fair to Tuchel, they didn't all sit in their own box, which they could have done. That tells me he's learnt something, right? And ultimately, he's took my bars, because I'm the fucking real England manager. I said, go out there and score goals and see where, you know what I mean? It's one of them ones. Yeah, score goals and leave it to the gods. Don't sit in your own box and make a meal out of it. Because that's boring. And even I've heard idiots on TalkSport, oh, it was an awful game. I don't know what you're on about. It was exciting. That's what I said. I said, listen, if you lose 5-3, people will still complain, because that's what people do. But, like last night, if they'd have lost that game, yeah, at least you could have said, well, listen, guys, they came in, they did score goals. We know the defence ain't all that. It's nothing to write home about. Yeah, no one's sitting there writing stories about England's defence. But at least we know, oh, they scored 3, 4, 5 goals, 6 goals. But France scored 7, for example. You got something to work with there. Yeah? Going in there, stinking the joint out and losing 2-1 in a boring ass game like the Argentina game. In fact, it was the only exciting part of the Argentina game was for the Argentinian fans in the last 30 minutes or whatever. Because everybody knew what was coming. You see that there? Last night, it was end-to-end from the start, really. And that's what I said. Nobody else said that. I said, make it end-to-end, man. What the fuck? You got 4-5 elite. Saka, Bellingham, Rashford, allegedly Kane, Declan Rice, he happy to have a go. Jed Spence as well. Jed Spence, for me, yeah, I've heard he wasn't even... They weren't thinking of keeping him as a starter or something. I'm not a football guy, but, I mean, honestly, if I had to pick a team, he'd be on my team. I like what he's on, man. What's his position? Let me check quickly. I like Jed Spence. The only thing, he turned me off a little bit because France ended up scoring that 4th goal. In my opinion, as a direct... It was... Essentially, Jed Spence was directly responsible for that 4th goal. He got a cramp and came off the pitch. And that left his side was basically a player down in the end. Yeah, it must have been the left. Jed Spence on the left, he comes off and France end up scoring that 4th goal from the left. So that turned me off. If you've got a cramp, because all Jed Spence was doing was standing on the sideline thinking, you might as well put a body in there and try and work through that cramp. You see what I'm trying to say? There was only, I think 5-10 minutes left. With 5-10 minutes left, if you can't make a sub, I think England has used all their subs. You got to just be a body, right? A cramp is bad, yeah, but it ain't that bad. You were standing on the corner, okay? You see what I'm trying to say? You were standing on the sideline, man. Get up in there. So that's something, but that's the only critique I got of him. He's playing left back. I saw him, he was making running plays. And Jed Spence, for me, is he the most talented left back or player of all time? No. But his mentality, and people have got, Declan Rice ain't all that. I heard some other idiot, he's not all that. I can't listen. I like people who get the ball when they want the ball. Jed Spence, left back. He's like an all-rounder for me. Maybe not a striker, but he's happy to go carry that ball up and have a go and take a chance. Yeah? That's the mentality you need. In that Argentina game, nobody wanted the ball. They was like, no, you have it. Nobody wanted it. The England players would rather pass the ball to Argentina just so they didn't have to have it, man. You need people with confidence to carry the ball. That's core to the game. Yeah? Who's going to let their nuts hang? Jed Spence is one of them. Declan Rice, his first goal. Early in the match. Coming out, making a play. Look, the defenders are doing more than the fucking Harry Kane was. That's for damn sure, man. Yeah? Spence, he making plays. He running routes. Declan Rice, from this right backish, I'm not sure what you call it, man. Centre half. I don't know. I don't play this rubbish, man. But listen. Yeah? Declan Rice, from way back here. He running, making routes, whapping it in. That is a mentality thing, man. I want to see every player getting down like them two, right? Because these other guys, I mean, they're all right. They're harmless. Konsa and Quasano, I don't know them from Adam. I'm not going to lie about it, mate. I do. I don't know any of these idiots from Adam, but still, yeah. The fact I don't know any of these guys from Adam, and I've never watched football before, tells you something when I mention Declan Rice and Spence. Why can't they all do that? You all grown. You all getting paid big money, yeah? I want to see you in there making an impact. And that doesn't necessarily mean everybody needs to be shooting for goal. I need to see intent and drive, man. I like, honestly, if I was to pick a team, I'd have Jed Spence in there. And Declan Rice as well. And the strikers are the strikers. They're doing what they're supposed to do. Where was Saka right now? Argentina game. Yeah? Saka encapsulates exactly what I'm talking about. He's got pace. Rapid pace, man. Yeah? African pace he's got. Why would you leave him out at the start-up? Did he even play? Oh, they're injured. They're not injured. He couldn't have been that injured because he's up 3 days ago. 3 days later with France. So he wasn't. This Tuchel guy is a bit slow, man. Yeah? I don't care what no one says. When you're building a team, you build a team to where your edge is. England's edge was always Rashford, Saka, allegedly Harry Kane. Who else is there? Bellingham, of course. Yeah? You got to fucking. I'll be playing 3-1-5 type shit, man. That's what I'll be playing. I'm playing 3-1-5 or some shit, man. Yeah, 3-2-5, man. Straight up like that. That's how we're getting down. You're gonna feel this, man. That's what you're gonna hold. I'm giving you something to hold, man. Right? Because the defense, they're gonna let goals in anyway. We saw that with Argentina. You got 10 man at the back. Yeah, Harry Kane's having a rest trying to free kick Max somewhere down the pitch, man. Watching the game. That's what Harry Kane was doing, man. Yeah, he's in Argentina. Right there, the ball's in England's box, and Harry Kane's sat down in Argentina's box trying to get a free kick or a penalty to boost his golden boot ratings. That's what he's doing, man. Right? Or the thing about Kane is, he ain't got no pace. And listen, I feel bad for Kane. He was making an effort to defend, yeah, but bro, you ain't got no legs like that, man. You ain't got no legs. I'd be telling Kane, just sit at midfield, man, when everyone's going back, because all you can do is burn your legs out. Yeah, you know you ain't got the pace and you ain't got the fitness, man. So just sit there. At least we've got one person to break out, right? And the thing about Kane is, again, I'm not going to make out I'm a big football guy, but I've heard from people, if he's playing a Joe Blow team, you will see Kane. The minute it's a decent team or a big pressure event, he goes missing and you never see or hear from him again, man. Until the next day when he's giving his post game analysis. Yeah, where were Kane at, man? And the reason I'm not trying to stick it all on Kane, but the fact of the matter is, we didn't see him last night, and England scored the most goals ever. That's kind of the point I'm trying to make here. We don't need him. People were saying, "Oh, this was the best team ever and the best chance we had to win." I disagree. I've looked into it. Saka will be like 28 in 4 years' time. That's still his prime. Rashford. How old's Rashford? Right there. Rashford age. I think all of these guys are going to be around. I think Declan Rice. Wait a minute. Rashford's 28. He'll be 32. So they're not miles off. Especially in this new era. You've got Messi. I'm not saying Rashford's the same quality as Messi, but Messi and Ronaldo are 40. So 32 is no longer old. 20 years ago, 30 was old. Now, 32 is okay. Unless your name's Harry Kane, right? But I don't... He's got a moody passport, man. I think he's from Guernsey or somewhere. He's got a moody Guernsey passport. That's not his real... He looks about 42, I think. Maybe even older than that. He's got old legs, man. He has got old legs. And that's the end of it. He's not fit. He's a 20-minute player, right? And that's when I bring him on. He should be playing... After the rehydration break, that's when you bring him in. He damn sure ain't got 90 minutes of legs in him. Forget about overtime. And I think his mood, was he the captain? I want Declan Rice as the captain, man. I do. I like Declan Rice as the captain. Yeah? He's making things happen from way back wherever he is. You see that? I like his mentality. He'll run up top, support up top, score a goal, and you see him sprinting back as well to get back in there. Yeah? He's not on the floor holding his leg. He's not looking... Harry Kane is... I'm not trying to knock him too much here, but Harry Kane, whenever you see him, he's blowing. Whenever you see him, he's blowing, right? And it's not good seeing your leader blowing and puffing all the time. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, he looks tired. He looks looks knackered. He does. I'm not even joking. I'm not even just trying to riff. He does. He looks goose most of the time. And it sets the wrong precedent. Yeah? For me, I want someone like... I know Jed Spence isn't as experienced, but still, that mentality of, yeah, I might be tired. And again, the cramp thing did turn me off a bit, but still, I want someone who's happy to get busy. And that's inspiring. When you see your coach on the floor holding his leg and watching the game go on in the box, it's not inspiring. It sets the wrong tone. Yeah? Harry Kane might be a good insert into a team. I don't think he's someone you build a team around. I'm sorry, I don't. End of the day. Big moment came and literally I didn't see him have the ball once. And that's an issue for me. That is. And that's the reason I'm not roasting England for this performance. Oh, no one cares about it. Oh, the match don't matter. Well, the match does matter. Because France was the favourite, or certainly one of, I think it was France or Spain. I think it was France, to be fair. France were the favourites before this tournament. So we're not going to do that. Feasibly, England and France could have been the final. That's a feasible outcome. It didn't go that way. But I'm not going to say, oh, no one cares, it don't matter. Were you telling me France wanted to lose? No one wants to lose a game they're playing in. Yeah? If France could have won that game, they would have. So I'm trying to take the positives from this. England have shown, and France's defence ain't all that. But 2 games ago, before France lost to Spain, everyone was saying, wow, France, look how good they are on the ball, and they'll just knock it around and play with you. Oops. Yeah? When you got a formidable offence, like England does, you ain't knocking nothing around, man. Yeah? They didn't know what they was doing in there. Too ferocious, too big and strong, too much pace. They couldn't handle the pace, man. That's the truth. Frenchies, snail boys, they couldn't handle the pace, man. That's what they couldn't do. England lost concentration in the second half, which is something that needs to be looked at. And I think the way Tuchel solves that... In fact, Tuchel, you stole my bars the last time. I shouldn't even really be passing you these plays, because you ain't sent my flowers. That's the truth, man. I've been told you this. You think it's a coincidence? Who else told you? I said 5-3 max, man. That's what I said. He come out there, 5-3 max in. We win. Yeah? But anyway, I'll pass you it anyway. Because I'm a humanitarian. I'm a socialist. I'll give you some free game. A critique of Tuchel, even in this game that they won, yeah? And just quickly, let's also say this. Oh, no one cares about this game and this, that, the other. Everybody, myself included, was saying England are finished. That goal they scored against Argentina broke them. They'll never be the same again, right? But I have to give them credit. Given that France were the big favourites, I think England was 4-1 before the match started to win in normal time. And with 4-1 they were, right? Everyone wrote them off. I agreed. I said, listen, they were broken when they scored that first goal against Argentina. There's no way they're going to recover for this game that no one cares about. Declan Rice, the true captain, he came and set the precedent. Do you see what I mean? He didn't roll around on the floor looking for a free kick. Yeah? He wasn't puffing after 2 minutes of running and ruining everybody's mood. Oh, look, Harry's goosed again. Oh, look, Harry's puffing again, guys. You see what I mean? He came out and said... Biker sausage. Yeah. Super biker sausage. Yeah, Declan Rice came out and set pace. Yeah? Anyway, the wider point I was trying to make was how Tuchel can improve is I never get this. It seems to me like people treat substitutions like an extra add-on, an afterthought, right? But I believe a B player who is fresh is better than a goosed A player. Freshness counts for a lot in sport, right? So Tuchel starts bringing people on in the 82nd minute, the 78th minute. Jude Bellingham, 78th minute. Oh, they're injured. I'm not going to speculate about that. If they was injured, they wouldn't be brought on at all. So I can't work out why he's making... He did this in against, what's his name as well? Argentina. Making substitutions 5-10 minutes before the end. You can't make no impact, really. And even if you can make impact in 10 minutes that's left, if you can make impact in 10 minutes that's left, you could have made impact in 45, right? You want to utilise your fresh legs as early as possible. Why would you not want to do that? I don't get why he's gotten hard on for bringing people in with 5-10 minutes left. Look at Argentina, right? When they were losing, what'd they do? The half-time mark, they brought in a whole new suite. Basically, I think they made 4 or 5, maybe 4 substitutions at that point. That's damn near half your team. They've got half team full of fresh legs. Yeah? France here, they're losing 4-0. What do? They make 4 substitutions at half-time. Fresh legs, completely changed the game. Tuchel, Argentina, he threw some scraps on with 10 minutes to go. No good. This game, Bellingham had impact, scored a goal, but he's only on there for 15 minutes. Right? Bring these guys on earlier, man. You want to get fresh legs on earlier. Particularly with a team who, in the games I've watched, Argentina, the second half they fell off. This game, there's no doubt the second half they fell off. Right? Without Bellingham, it could have been looking like it was going to go, it was 6-4, but you get my point. Don't waste the pace you got, man. Yeah? Who did they take off? They took somebody off as well. They subbed off. I'm trying to think who he subbed off. Rashford. Is he injured? I don't know. But I'd have kept him on, to be fair. I don't believe he scored, but he was pace. He's got pace, man. He's got legs. He's got legs. They got that twitch, that pace. That's hard. It's hard for any defender to get. You need pace, man. You don't need an old man with weary legs. You just don't. I don't want to see Harry no more. I'm not going to lie. I don't want to see Harry no more, man. I think his best position is bench warmer. Bench warmer / kind of like director of cheerleading operations. That's what I want to see him doing. Smiling, clapping his hands. I don't want to see him blowing on the pitch after 10 minutes, man. I don't want to see him blowing on the pitch, man. It's not a good look. It's not a good look as a captain. You see a captain, he's got his hands on his knees and he's puffing, man. Or he's trying to beg for a free kick because he needs a rest. It's not a good look. That's just my opinion, though. Yeah, he should be a bench warmer, and you bring him on to make some impact so he can concentrate. Hey, listen, Harry Kane, I'm bringing you on for the last half an hour. Try and make something happen. Yeah, I get the feeling Harry Kane is always trying to think, okay, no, right, we got 50 minutes left. I better save myself. He reminds me of that kind of thing. Jude Bellingham's good. He'll run around, similar actually to Jed Spence or Declan Rice. You see him. Listen, Harry works hard. I'm not saying he don't, because he was puffing, right? He must be working hard because he was puffing all the time. But he ain't got the fitness. What I'm trying to tell you, yeah, he can't do both. Jed Spence, Dec Rice, Bellingham, they can run around and run around. Harry Kane can run around, and he's then ineffective going forward because he's goosed. He doesn't have that extra gear. Yeah? I'm not saying he don't work hard. He's exhausted. He's exhausted, man. He's knackered. If he has to run back, he's finished. Yeah? You need young players. Well, listen, if you're old, Messi, he's older. I wouldn't say he doesn't have legs, though. Same as Ronaldo. He's older. He has legs still. Right? Harry don't have any legs. That's the end of it, and it's not personal, but listen, like I said earlier, end of the day, yeah, when it's all said and done, they scored the most goals against one of the top 5, I think, again, certainly a top 3 team here, top 4 team. They scored 6 goals against a top 4 team. Simple. Yeah, that's not no joke, without no Harry Kane in there. Yeah? What else did I want to say? The goalkeeper, I think England were giving him a test out. He was okay. I think Pickford, I can't remember exactly which goal. I think Pickford would have done better. Right, but they wanted to get this Henderson some game time, so that's fair enough. That is what it is. The defence is something that can always be improved. Again, I'm not a football specialist, so I don't know who. Apparently, Tuchel left some good players home. Let me look that up quickly. In fact, I'm going to do a separate Tuchel video. Should he be fired? Should he not be fired? But just quickly, I don't think he should be. As long as he's taken something from that game, in fact, not just something, he needs to have taken everything from that game. That is how I want to see them play. Yes, we don't want them to fall apart in the second half every time. That needs to be managed. Again, earlier substitutions, the mentality of it, staying focused. The greatest teams actually build focus over time, right? Argentina, They built focus. France, I'm not saying the greatest team, but they're able to get stronger in the second half. England, I'm trying to think, when have they got stronger in the second half? They tend to peak early in the first 50 minutes, and they get wary. So that might be a mentality thing or a fitness thing. I don't know, right? But I think Tuchel, apparently they sacked the old England manager because he was too defensive first. Let the shots fly, man. You've proven now against a top 4 team in the world you can score 6 goals. All you need to do now is refine it a bit to be able to score 4 or 5 goals and only concede 1 or 2. That's the only thing or maybe none, right? That's the only thing you need to tinker with now. Don't let me see you in. I don't want to see score lines of 1-1 and it's life and death or 1-0. There's no point having 5 world-class offensive players and sitting back and having... I saw Bellingham. Bellingham was playing... Where was he playing? He was playing fucking left back or something, man. Seriously, centre back. That's how he was playing the Argentina game. I just don't get that. I don't understand it. I'm going to bring 6 defenders on. You don't have 6 world-class defenders. Yeah? That's not your edge. Yeah, we got some stinky strikers, but we got the 6 best defensive players in the world. You can kind of understand that. And, we've got... I don't know defenders, but pick world-class defenders of all time. We got this guy. We got that guy. We've got 7 of them, so let's be defence heavy and make a wall that's indestructible. Okay, that's not the case, though. The defence is moody. It's moody as hell. Yeah? That's the truth about the defence. It's moody as hell, man. Leaky deaky. So you get them shots in, get them goals in. All right. We've got, as far as France is concerned, Mbappe's good, which everybody already knew. I did think they started slow, but at the same time, I don't want to take credit from England. England came out hot, and they let the shots fly, end of the day. I think they had about, let me find the stats. The stats was crazy. Exactly what I was saying before. England game, Norway game. I think Norway was 1 or none shots on target. Argentina and England, the first half, 0 or 1 shots on target. It's not enough. Yeah, just first half. Shots on target was 10. No, is that the first half? It felt like it was heaps of them, man, but 10. And you've converted 6 of them. Shots in total was 18. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. You got to be getting shots on goal, man. Simple as that. France had a lot of missed opportunities as well. There was a lot of luck for England, to be fair. France's team could have put 2 or 3 in there, but that's not how the game works, man. England missed a few shots as well. England held quite a lot of possession, apparently, 55% versus 45%. What else have we got here? There was quite a few offside situations too, to be fair. I don't know about the offside rule. I think, did Rashford score and it was offside? I think it might have been the second goal, essentially. It went 2-0, it should have done, but it was offside. I don't know about the offside rule, man. I think it's quite edgy. Do you know what I mean? I think it's quite edgy to have people up there, and if you can get it done, I think they should get rid of the offside rule. I think it's boring. I think you just let it go, man. Let's see who's got what. Let's see let's see what you really are, man. I don't like offside, but whatever. That is the way it is. I guess it adds to the complexity of the game, and I just think it's a bit stinky. Or they should make it like 1 metre. Yeah? Because a lot of the time, they're a foot out. It's like, come on, that's a play, bro. Listen, peep this here. I'll tell you why the offside rule's fake and gut. Yeah? The offside rule is fake and gut. Because listen, if me and my teammate have got good chemistry, and I know what he's doing, right? And I'm locked into him. He's trying to hit that route. And I start running it, and them corny defenders ain't clocked it. That's on them. That takes a high level of chemistry and intellect. So the offside rule cucks intellect. You have to sit back, wait, everybody else gets to see what you're doing. I don't know about that myself. I don't know. I just don't like it. I think it ruins the... Yeah? It's not as simple as just hoofing it up there. Right? You have to be... A lot of the time, like I said, listen, if you're 6 metres out, okay, but if you're a foot or 2 out, literally, I saw one offside, and that works. I think both teams had some of these. I didn't like it for either team, but the foot, his foot's in the air, right? So the defender's foot's there, the England player's foot's there, he's stepping over it. Oh, it's offside. I'm thinking, really? One of them, I think France had an offside one. They called it offside, and literally, I don't know what they was looking at. They were like that, maybe an inch. I'm thinking, fuck off, man. That's low T. Yeah, that's low T. So I don't like that so much, but it is what it is. That's a general critique. It's a bit like in boxing with clinching. I just don't like that either. Yeah. If someone whacks the ball and I've seen it and I'm bezzing up there, that's on you, man. You slow. Simple as that. It's one of them. Me. Yeah. If I've hit you with some Looney Tunes, me, and you can't catch that, hold that. Right? That's not my problem that you slow as hell and you ain't seen what's going on. All right. I just want to get through a few thingies. The final thing we've got. It's a shame it's 4 years. I've actually been partly sexualised myself, to be fair. I was actually well happy, even though I lost 20 large, betting on France. I thought England would be finished, though, to be fair. I thought there's no way. Yeah. I should have known when he didn't put Harry Kane on, though, to be fair. Man, they had a chance. I assume Harry Kane would start, yeah, and he'd drag everybody down. I assume Harry Kane would start. And he'd be puffing, and everybody else would follow us. Oh, we're all knackered, and it's like that, man. But listen, fair play. What was I going to show? Someone else was going to show you, man. I saw this video before the game, and it highlights. So this is the England players walking out for the Argentina game, and they've all got their earphones in, and there's Harry. They're all kind of not engaged as such. And then Argentina, they could look at them. Argentina run out as a unit, a cohesive unit, and they're kind of locked in. I think Argentina, we've got that game tonight, but I think Argentina, they do, probably because they're a small team as such, from the back house of nowhere. They've all been living in shanty towns and that. It probably creates more of a community spirit. Do you know what I mean? As such, they're all shantytown maxing. Look, they're proper into it, right? And that is valuable. Yeah, we know this with what's it called? With old school medieval wars. You know, like the war call, getting a hard on for it. If you're all waltzing out with earphones in and you're not engaged, there is value, or not even value, just like a strength and a power and energy. There is an energy to teamwork. Yeah, there is. It inspires you to go further than yourself. It inspires you not to be goosed like Harry Kane was. That's that extra energy. Yeah. It enables you to go beyond what you yourself deem is possible. And Argentina do encapsulate that. They're down 1-0 and they just didn't, there was no doubt, and they got an hard on for it. England, they shriveled up, man. Yeah, they shriveled up. And Harry Kane, I'm not trying to do too much here, but he encapsulates what happened with England. Shriveled up, man. Went missing. That's what happened there, man. He went missing at the end of the day. Yeah. And there are some Harry Kane homosexuals. I'm going to do this in a separate video. Oh, it's not his fault. They've always, oh no, he was injured, and apparently he bungled one game, some sort of final. Oh no, he was injured. There's always some excuse, man. And I'm sure he's trying hard. I really am. I'm not doing too much there. I'm sure his heart's in the right place. He's just an old man. And the day, man, he's an old man. Yeah, he's an old man, and he's not setting. For me, he don't set pace. Right? He don't set pace. Declan Rice sets pace. Jed Spence set pace. Bellingham sets pace. I almost feel, to be fair, that Bellingham and I think Kane drags Bellingham down. I do. When Bellingham came running on last night and Kane weren't there, and you got Saka and whoever else was there, they had Bellingham's, that last goal he scored was his come on. I thought he might be not rusty, but he hadn't really got into the game. He's only been on there 10 minutes or something. Well, let me see how long. How long had he been there for before he scored? Timeline. I don't want to see that. I want to see this. Where did he score? He scores. Okay, no, really? Fuck's sake, man. Oh yeah, wait there. He scores. Oh no, he scored in the last minute. Either way, yeah. Very poised. He believed in himself. He held the ball up there in that box. He hit probably 3 or 4 steps. The commentator mentioned it, and I saw it as well. He took it. You know, like, if me or you play football, when we get the ball in the box, adrenaline drops and we just want to hoof it in there, right? I remember years ago when I played rugby, like I'm talking 25 years ago, and I got the ball. I was miles away from doing anything, but I got the ball, probably for the first time. I was no good, but listen, I got the ball and I had a proper hard on, and then boss. So what I'm saying is, Bellingham was taking it super poised and calm in the paint, man. Yeah, and the magic happened. I feel like Kane dragged him down, man. I do. In terms of chemistry as well, I think I felt Bellingham with, I can't remember who he's playing with now. Saka maybe. Whoever it was, he had, the chemistry was there, man. Like the uplifting chemistry was there. Yeah. Maybe am I doing too much on Kane? I don't know. All I know is he wasn't there and they've scored 6 goals. I can't do better than that, man, end of the day. It's as simple as that. That he wasn't there and they've scored 6 goals. That's the bottom line for me. It's not really about Kane. It's the fact that he weren't there. We don't need him. No one missed him. Right? Yeah. Oh, we need him to score. He'll get the goals in. Well, we got 6 in without him. Right? That's the crux of the issue. However, oh no, it's not to do with the chemistry. Whatever it was, he wasn't needed. He should be a sub. A 25-minute, let's see if he can do something sub. Let's see if he can bring his relatively fresh legs on. He's not a full game player for me. Not in a game where it requires pace. It requires Declan Rice, Jed Spence to be running up and running back. Those are the characters you need. And listen, Harry Kane, he was trying. He did try to do that, but he ain't got the legs underneath him to maintain it. Yeah, he needs to sit in the box, right, and someone feed him things. You know what I'm saying? He's a feeder, one way or another. You either feed the ball to him, or he'll feed the ball to you and not do a lot of running. Yeah, he can't play end to end, which is what I believe with a leaky defence like England has. You have to end to end, Max. We're going to put one in, and then we're going to have to make the best of a bad situation, essentially, and hope that, a bit like here, hope that, well, we've got the best offence, so we're going to score 6 and you're going to score 4. Yeah, I'm sure I'm not a football specialist, but I'm sure there's technical things that can be done. It seemed a bit wayward to score that many goals. I think France changed pace though. They made them substitutions, and them fresh legs versus England's wary legs made all the difference. So that's something, like I said earlier, that's something Tuchel needs to really lock in on, because that ain't the first time he subbed super late, which I just can't get my head round. Yeah, like I said, a fresh B-level player is better than a goosed A-level player all day and night. Yeah? Fresh legs. Listen, believe it or not, if you burn Usain Bolt's legs out, a marathon runner would beat him. Right? If you made Usain Bolt run around for 45 minutes and then race a marathon runner who's fresh, the marathon runner would whip him, for sure. Yeah? His legs would be finished. And that's a bit like Kane using that Usain Bolt thing. He's good for running. I don't even think when he's fresh when I see Kane play, I don't think he's got pace. I don't think he's got pace at all. I don't think he's got that kind of out and out pace. I'm sorry. When I see him running, he reminds me of, I just don't think of someone with pace, man. Maybe I haven't watched enough football. The times I've seen him running, Kane's more of maybe a little bit of a thinker. Maybe he's not gonna, if the ball's going, yeah, he's not gonna beat you to the ball. That's how I feel. Anyway, he's not gonna beat you there and run past you with it like Saka might. He's not got that raw, or Rashford, he ain't got that raw pace, man, end of the day. And that's the game it's becoming. You're gonna need pace. That's it. Straight up. So the best I can do for Kane is put him on the last 20, where the opposition's defence is probably going to be tired, and Kane might be relatively effective then. Yeah? You can't, all jokes aside, you can't have him on for 90 minutes. That is the bottom line. Yeah? 1/2 at most. Seriously, I'm not even laughing now. He's a 1/2 player. And that's what he should be reserved to doing. Alright, let me get through these. I wrote a bunch of notes as well I want to run through. Come on. Declan Rice scores. Confidence with ball pushing up. Taking chances. So I've written here, Declan Rice scores the first goal. He had confidence with the ball pushing up. people taking chances, looking to make something happen. We've mentioned that already. That is... I don't know what's wrong with it. Apparently, Gareth Southgate was like that. They safety first, Max. Oh, I can't get my head around that. You can't win a game without scoring goals. Why would Tuchel go all behind? You've scored one Mingy goal. Why would you sit on that for? Maybe it is rigged, allegedly. Why would you ever do that? You scored 4 against France and didn't do it. Has he learnt his lesson? He better have. And if he hasn't, he needs to be sacked. And I'd tell the England manager, listen, England manager, to do this job, you have to be scoring goals. Yeah? That's it. I want to see an exciting game more than anything. That's the most important thing to me. You try and score goals and see what happens. Do not want to see you. And it's embarrassing for us fans. And I'm not a massive football fan, but not only embarrassing, but it's nerve-wracking. I'm not even into football that much. My adrenaline was going in that Argentina game. It felt like an accident waiting to happen. Do you know what I mean? I thought it's not a way to live. Living on your knees. Oh, please. Oh, they missed it. Oh, come on. Let's all cross our fingers and hope they miss again. That's what it was like with Argentina, wasn't it? You're sitting there hoping they miss. You weren't hoping that England were going to score. You were hoping for some luck, some deflection. Oh, the guys hoofed it over. Can I let's have a rest now? That's not no way to live, man. Last night, even if England had lost, I can live with that. You know what? They was in the game. They was winning it. And it's gone the wrong way. Yeah? Because at not one point did you see... Well, I'll tell you a lie. The only point it was a bit squeaky bum time was when France scored 3 in a row. I believe it was. Was it 4? No, it was. It was never a draw. I think it was 3 in a row. And I started getting shades of Argentina part 2. I thought, no. How can you be doing that, man? How can you let 3 in a row go? Anyway... What else have I written here? I wrote 2 shots on target in 6 minutes. 3 men were ready in the box. So after 6-7 minutes, there'd been 2 shots on target by England, and they looked poised. There was a couple men there ready. Before it felt like there was no defenders. Even though there was 10 people with Argentina in the box, it felt like there was none. They was all doing nothing essentially, and anyone who did try to make a run, there was nothing there. It was like there was no players on the pitch. It felt like Argentina had 50 men. Yeah? Last night was much more balanced. You can argue, France were no good, and I think France looked disinterested the first half. They was just walking around. They weren't pressing the ball at all. That's what, for me, changed. In that second half, they all started pressing the ball. Weird. I don't know. I've put no lazy Kane there on the floor. Rather have fresh men with less skills than skilled tired men. Said that already. Okay. I felt like England had men that were everywhere. Mentioned that already. Every attack they had about 5 or 6 players up top. They're playing deep. I don't know what that is. I guess they got caught in the counter in the second half from playing deep. What's the alternative? Play fucking in your own box. I think it's like, this is the only way you can do it. What are you going to do? Play in your own box? You have to play deep, man. When you've got an offensive team, you can't play in your box, man. Because you damn sure ain't going to score no goals from your own box. So you have to forget it. It is what it is. I like this game. 10 goals is what we want to see. The whole game went quick. It wasn't a drag. Oh, okay, now how long has this been? I can't wait for this half to finish. It's boring. It's stinking the head off me. Yeah? Okay. I felt the assistant manager was nice in half time. He said, I'm really proud of the boys and whatnot. I thought that was quite sweet. Okay. I said here, you have to play every game like it's your last day on earth. How would you want to die? Sitting and pissing in your own box or having a go? You see that there? This is like the beach of Normandy thing. How do you want to go out? Right? Do you want to go out pissing and shitting yourself on the boat at the beaches of Normandy? Or do you want to walk onto the beach? Yeah? And dance with the gods. You see that there? That's what it is. That's how you should think every game. Yeah? Every game. Oh, I've scored a goal now. I can't get my head around that for. The argument is, well, the manager, YB, there's a lot of pressure on him and a lot of the England fans, they are fickle. They'll just moan no matter what. Right? I'm a fair critic. If you lose and you've scored a bunch of goals, it kind of is what it is. Yeah. For me, it's a bit like in boxing. If someone loses having a fight, it's like, whatever. It's what happens, man. I can't bear to see someone losing, just sitting in their box and just taking shots. Pause. Which is what happened with Argentina. We all knew it was coming. We all knew it was inevitable at that point. You can't lose like that. You have to lose having a go. Simple. You have to lose trying to win. That's the end of it. Yeah? You can't lose trying to cling on and, we might just scrape through and let's get every man behind the ball. It's just not a good look, and people have been saying it for decades of England. Way too conservative. And I think, actually, I'm not going to lie, I'm not a professional football homosexual, yeah, but I think they've actually got a good team here. I do. I think they've got a good team there. I'll be building again, I need to spend more time looking into it, but I'll be building a defence around Spence as such. I'd have him the captain of the defence. A bit like, remember John Terry? He'd be like the captain of the England or Chelsea defence. I'd have Jed Spence. He's got exactly what I'll be trying to do, man. Yeah. Midfield around Declan Rice, and then you got a bunch of guys. Bellingham, Saka, Rashford. I didn't see much of Rodgers or Tony. That could just be because I don't know their names, but whatever. You've got class, man. In fact, you've got class everywhere. You've got class in midfield with Rice. You've got class with Spence, and you've got class up top. So there's enough there to build a team around, man. There is. All you got to do in the next 4 years is get a bit lucky, find another defender, right? Or two. And 4 years from now could be a serious thingy. Yeah? 4 years from now could be serious. I'm not even joking. Because that showed me, last night, that showed me something. That did. When you let the shots fly, yeah. It's not no joke. Listen, if I'd have told you before this World Cup that England would beat France 6-4, third game or not, you'd have said, you'd have laughed at me. You have to be fair here. Oh, no one cares about the game. But listen, if I told you England were going to beat France 6-4 4 weeks ago, you'd have laughed me out of this. Oh, what a clown. That's never going to happen. People was wanking Frenchies off, man. They was. Oh, this, that, the other. So we're not going to do that. End of the day. Yeah? Do you think France wanted to get clouted 6-4? No, he didn't. So we can't change the goalpost now. We'd have all been happy with us smashing the legs off Frenchies, man. Snail boys. We would have. Right? So we can't. We have to give credit where it's due here. Because I thought, listen, they're finished. I thought it might, honestly, I'd have thought it would have been 6-0 to France. I thought they were going to be finished. I thought they were going to have Harry on there, dragging his ass around the place, dragging everybody down. That's what I thought, honestly. I thought you were going to see 11 tired men on there. I really did. So I have to give them credit for that. They've turned up here, third game or not. Yeah? Because it could have gone, listen, British fans always complain about everything. Yeah? Let's just be grateful that it weren't a 5-0 washout, which I thought it was going to be. The way they was wanking Mbappe off and France off, I thought, oh no, they're in big, big trouble here. They're psychologically defeated, and they're going to get, you best believe it, Frenchie's going to have a go on them. They didn't. So we have to salute that. And third best team in the world, I think they could have beat Argentina. That's what I'm saying, though. Where was Argentina in the first half? Right? Where was they? That's the question. In fact, where was Argentina for 55 minutes or whatever it was? Nowhere. So I'm not, honestly, it's a shame because I feel like England could have won this World Cup, if I'm honest. They'd needed some luck to beat France. I don't even know. They probably would have needed some luck to beat France. Spain. But beating France 6-4 ain't no joke, man. Beating France 6-4 when you're the 4-1 underdog in normal time ain't no joke. On their day, they could have won this one. I'm not even joking. But Tuchel didn't have the I don't even want to say experience. I don't know what he was smoking, man. He was smoking some crazy Alright, What other slop we got on here? Oh, I started laughing saying, I wrote here, Argentina game was rigged. They've dosed up the England players. That's when I started thinking, when France scored 3 goals, I said, nah, this is a scam. I thought this has been a scam, man. How have they switched off after half time again? I think the Argentinian Mossad put a Mickey in their drink, man. That's what I started thinking yesterday. I thought it was a humiliation ritual. Oh, England score 4 in 10 minutes and then lose 8-1 or 8-4 or something. That's what I thought was coming. I was like, no, man. This is all a humiliation ritual for the masses. I couldn't understand why he took Rashford off. Myself. Who knows? I don't know what the thing is. I don't know why Saka wasn't in that Argentina. Let me ask that now. I don't know what that was about. Why wasn't Saka? Why? I feel like it was rigged, man. Why wasn't Saka in Argentina game? Because he looked fit to me. He can run around for 90 minutes, not 100 minutes. Oh my God. Saka didn't start against Argentina because Tuchel simply picked Morgan Rogers over Saka because he had a feeling. Get rid of him now, sack him. I don't want to hear no more from this guy. This guy got a check allegedly from Argentina. From Argentina. That's what he got. I've never heard of Morgan Rogers. He's probably alright. Never heard of him. Not interested. Yeah? Because I don't know football. The fact I haven't heard of him tells you something. He's no good. Or he's not at that level. Right? How many goals has he scored this World Cup? Never heard of him. Yeah? I've heard of Haaland. I've heard of Bellingham. I ain't heard of Morgan Rogers, man. You sound like a teacher or something, man. Get him out of there, man. That's not personal to him. I'm sure he's a nice man, yeah, but I had a feeling. You had a feeling that one of the world-class ones was worse than a Joe Blow. Get this guy out of here, man. Get him out of here. I ain't trying to hear no more from this cornball Tuchel, man. Thomas Tuchel. Yeah? He got Dookie picks. I don't understand it. I think honestly, you need an English manager at the end of the day. That's what you need. But Gareth Southgate was that, and he'd be doing dumb shit as well. I don't know what you need. You need me in there, man. I'll tell these cats straight up what time it was, man. I would tell them straight up. Honestly, the picks I'd make would make pure sense as well. And I think these guys should explain their picks. Not, oh, I had a feeling. Yeah? I'm picking some Joe Blow nobody's heard of because I had a feeling. No, I'm picking the guy who's worth $200 million for a reason. Right? You see that there? Oops. Right? Who here thinks people don't pick Messi? Oh, I had a feeling to pick a Joe Blow, Morgan Rogers, no one's ever heard of, because I had a feeling over Messi. Nobody else does that. Why didn't someone pick someone instead of Cristiano Ronaldo? Right? Oh, I had a feeling. It's a shame you didn't have a feeling about Harry fucking Kane. Yeah, you should have had a feeling about him. Because I'm sick of Kane. I'm sick of Kane scoring goals in Joe Blow games no one cares about. Yeah? I'm sick of him turning up in a game nobody cares about. That's the truth. He turns up when nobody cares. That's when Kane's all up in there, man, making it all about him. When it matters, he goes missing. And that's the end of it. Sorry. And his stats speak for themselves. Apparently he's never scored in a proper game. Yeah? Now, if he's playing a friendly, or he'll score 10 goals. Or if he's playing some remedial match, he'll score 50 goals in 2 minutes. When it matters, he chokes. And that's what the statistics say. And if you'd have put him on last night, he wouldn't have scored a bean. I don't believe. Yeah? Sorry. And that's it. Straight up. Alright. Yeah, I wrote about Jed Spence already. Would have made all subs 4-2. Yeah, I've said that. I would have made all the subs after 4-2. Cramp fest. Oh yeah, I wrote that down. The ref started cramp festing. I'm thinking, these guys have had 2 breaks as well. How many more fucking rest do you need? Cramp and this and that. I don't know about all that. It sounds a bit new age to me. That was my only critique of Jed. Oh, I got a cramp. The ref was cramping. Everybody was cramping. I'm thinking, apparently it's air conditioned in there. So it's never been easier to play a game of football. They got air conditioning. Right? So how much are you cramping? Yeah? It was a bit ick for me. No, my leg's cramping. You see that there? How can your leg cramp? You've had 15 minutes. Wait there. You've had a 5-minute break. at 22 minutes. You've had a 5-minute break at however minutes it is, 67. Yeah? How many more breaks you need, man, without cramping? I don't even think the body works like that. How can you cramp? An hour ain't that long. Damn sure ain't long with 4 breaks in the middle. Yeah, it ain't long enough to get a cramp like that, man. I'm sorry. These cats have got the best scientists and whatnot. You guys should have been hydrated, man. I don't understand that. I just don't get it. Boxers, for example, they play how many minutes? 48 minutes. There's nowhere to hide. There's no resting. I've never heard of a boxer having cramp. And they're dehydrating to make weight as well. So that tells me these footballers who are breaking every 5 minutes to have a drink, there's something going on there. I don't know what that is. But they need to sort it out, in my opinion. So yeah, all in all, I think it's set a good... All in all, it's a shame because it's that same old thing. Oh, we've learnt for next time. England have been learning for next time certainly for the last 20 years. I haven't always watched it, but the underlying current has been, oh, we've learnt for next time. Although, is that necessarily true? I remember the Lampard and Gerrard years, everyone would just say, oh, this is shit. Right? I don't think they were saying they was learning nothing. I think last night could have been a proper big learning thingy. And I think the next time, I want to see them now in the Euros and everything else just attack. Yeah? Sort the defence out. Not just sort it out. It's easy to say, right? I'm not a specialist, but obviously address the defence. But more importantly, every player on there, I want to see them with an ard on. Like Jed Spence. Like Declan Rice. Like Bellingham. I want to see them with an ard. The main two for me were Declan Rice and Spence, to be fair. They was the main two. Because they got to go back as well. Yeah? Although I saw Bellingham, he would run back and get busy too. But those are the two that shouted out to me, I'm going to be honest now. Declan Rice and Jed Spence. Yeah? Pivotal in the game. Not necessarily always scoring or whatever, but you can see them making it. Jed Spence running from left back. He was up there. I saw him running down the left, right to the other end at one point. I'm thinking, fair play to him, man. I want to see every player worth $100 million. Or I don't care if you're worth $10, man. That's irrelevant. I want to see you play like you're worth $1 million. That's a mentality thing there. There's no reason every player can't play like Jed Spence or Declan Rice. Get in there and get busy, man. Have ambition. Have confidence. Want the ball. Give me the ball. Not, fucking hell, pass it to someone else. I don't want to look bad. That's what they're all doing, man. Oh, fucking hell, I don't want it. They're playing hot potato. No one wants the ball. And I saw that, just quickly, last thing. There was a few points. France went to score in England's box. And England would be passing it between each other, but it was really close quarters. And a few times they lost the ball. They was choking. They were playing hot potatoes, but not in a good way. Everyone was just trying to get the ball. Not that I don't want it to be me who messes this up. And in doing so, in not having calm, they have caused... I think they might have got lucky, but it was a few times they lost the ball in their own box, just playing hot potato and having no poise. And if you're going to do that, if you don't want the ball, at least sweep it out. Don't try and just, quickly go... Oh. Well, I think one guy passed it to a France player. He just didn't want nothing to do with it. That's a confidence issue. Right? Can you teach that? I mean, these guys are being fucking paid. God knows how much. I mean, yeah? How do you fix that? It's not my job to do it. I'm not a professional, but there's got to be something to do, man. Yeah? Jed Spence wanted the ball, and if he didn't have it, he was going to go and find where it was and take it. Or try to. Do you get what I'm saying? That's the mentality. I want the ball, and if I ain't got it, I'm going to get it. These other guys... Oh, you don't watch football. You don't know what you're talking about. Listen. The crux of the issue is here. If I've never watched football, and I can't tell you what any of these guys was doing, and they probably did do something, but... I have no affinity to Jed Spence. Don't know him from Adam. I'd never heard of him a week ago. Right? So the fact I'm telling you about Jed Spence means something. Yeah? That means he was doing something. That someone who's never watched it before can see, okay, no, he's making an effort there. There's no reason these guys can't be doing the same thing. Yeah? Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, lick off the bell, and I'll catch you, man. On the flip, we got the Argentina game tonight, actually. Yeah, versus Spain. I don't know what's going to happen there, but I'll come back tomorrow for a reaction. I'm out of it, Johnny Bush.